What's going on, guys? This is a 2025 update on my everyday carry Veto electrical bag. This is my grab and go. This is my big job, small job, any job. This bag is the first thing that I'm grabbing. I could pretty much do 90% of my everyday work with this bag. I do carry a tech pack that I will show off eventually. It carries just my bigger stuff, my non-essentials, but things I still need to carry. And I also have a low voltage, small little pouch. I forget what this is called, but it's my low volt bag that I will also show off when I do the review of the tech pack. Well, overview of what I carry in the tech pack. But this video is to show off my TPLC. I got it down pack where I'm really happy with the setup. I'm really happy with the bag and the tools. Real comfortable just bringing this in and getting the job done. I do pretty much everything. Work for a small company. And we do commercial, residential, service, pretty much everything involving 600 volts and lower. So on the outside, once again, this is a TPLC. On the outside, I carry a fluke meter with the pouch. It's a T6 600 and solid little meter. Does everything that I need. The pouch was extra, but definitely has kept it pretty safe. Carry this Klein small little ratchet. And the bits I keep inside. This is my my stubby. Milwaukee small 100 lumen flashlight and a pencil. On this side, the main reason I love this bag is because I could carry my meter on one side and my impact on the other side. This is a Milwaukee M12 drill. Everyone's seen it, everyone has one pretty much. If you don't, you're missing out. Carry it here. Keep this one empty. Might fill it, might not, but for now it's empty. Magnetizer and demagnetizer. And a nice little belt clip. And I keep a 16-footer. All I really need. I do keep a 30-footer in the truck, in the Workman, but I rarely use it. Didn't come with a strap, shoulder strap. I added one from a different bag, and I do like this back pouch, and that's how I just keep it tucked. I rarely use it. It's not a heavy bag. I'm not sure how much it weighs, probably like, I'll say under 20 pounds, maybe 18 pounds, I would say. 15 to 18 pounds. But it's here for bladders. Back here, I keep a magnetic magnet, Harbor Freight, cheap. Keep a 90 DeWalt 90-degree adapter, impact rated. Knife that stores blades. Thermostat, I think it's a 6-in-1. Extra pencil, little bits. Klein 5/16 and 1/4 inch bit. Keep a mask. I'm working with concrete and a little emergency 1/4 inch masonry bit for those blue anchors. Pretty much my back setup. But once again, this right here is some nice little feature. You tuck this in, boom, out the way, now on the floor. And I have a belt loop with some face tape. Now, the main part is right here. It's tight, but it's a compact, small pouch. That's why I use it. That's why I love it. I actually bought that and got this for free, and I was gonna sell this. I ended up keeping this and selling my MCT. So, what else? So let's start with the hand tools. Up here, I carry this Klein Allen I use for panels. All the sizes I need, really new. I had the small yellow ones, but I found that on some terminals, usually the ground wouldn't fit. These are much longer, fit well. Got this Weeha Pocket Max insulated flathead, and it has extra bits on the usual ones. Mostly the ones I use is the flat and the square number 2 for panels or doing some, some hot work. I do have a full set in the tech pack, but this is a compact. This is my longer square number 2 that I use for panels. I do have it here, but sometimes I need that extra reach, and I feel more comfortable with this, especially on a 3-phase, bolt-on panel. What else? Milwaukee level. Oof, I've had this going on, I think 7-8 years. I would like to get the one with the 30 and the no dog, but for now, it's trusted and true. This is my main screwdriver. It's a Weeha, I think it's a 6-in-1. What I do is I buy the Klein 6-in-1 extended, which is this. It's a longer shaft. It's a 6-in-1. It has your usual small flat, big flat, 1/4 inch, Phillips 1 and Phillips, Phillips 1 and Phillips 2 in your 5/16. But it's longer. The one that comes with this is shorter. So, but I like this handle better than the Klein's, just preference. So this is much longer, 6-in-1, works for me. I know some guys aren't into it, but I rather carry less in my pocket. This is my nut driver set, you would say, impact rated. Comes apart, put in the drill, and it's a 21. So all the bits I would need typically are here. I like how you just put it, put it on the drill. Wear a beater. This right here is a gem. Oh man, I put this through the ringer and it's solid. I would definitely recommend this. Definitely buy another one if it was to break, but I don't see it ever breaking. Metal cap, legit. Over here on the side, I keep a little tight. Keep a 12-inch Cobra and a 10-inch. I might switch. I have a 7-inch in there. That's my favorite size. I might switch to 12 out for the 7. So I'll have a 7 and a 10-inch. Because I really need the 12. Going on with that, I have the usual Swiss 10 snips. I'm looking for a smaller, more compact 10 snips to keep in this bag. I have yet to find one. I'm sure I've seen some, but I'm not sure if it's up to the quality of that. I have a Connect-X long needle nose for reaching into boxes. Solid. The Klein She-Rock knife. Been using this for years. This is probably my 3rd or 4th set. Favorite part is that it closes. I have the Connect-X wire strippers. Solid, probably my favorite tool in this bag. Cuts well, strips well, has a smaller, kind of like a lineman head on it. Doesn't fully replace the lineman, which is why I carry one. But I can't remember the last time I used this. And usually when I use this, just to the hammer. This right here is a gem. This and this, and I'm solid for the day. Keep this bag closed, but this right here, it's pretty much in my drill, and that's usually what's in my pocket. I have the Dykes Connect-X. These are 8 years old. Blew them up, but they're still pretty solid. They're dull. I'm just having trouble cutting Romex with them, but it's about time I do upgrade these. But these have been solid for 8 years of full-time use. Love the handles. We'll replace this. This is the 8-inch. The 10-inch is a little too much for me, but the curved is definitely a must. Definitely for residential, putting staples out. Veto adjustable wrench. It was between this and the Connect-X, and I don't use this often. I don't use this tool often enough to justify getting the Connect-X pliers wrench. I will one day, but as of right now, this is like, I think Snap-on owns this. It's made in Spain. Quality. You're pretty much getting Snap-on for a quarter of the price. This was, I think, $20, $25 on Amazon. 8-inch, huge opening. But like I said, I rarely use this. I'm more of a dog bone, ratcheting dog bone kind of guy. So these are my mains. Husky. These are 3-4 years old, and they break. Go back to Home Depot, give you other new ones. I still haven't broken these yet. 4 years old, solid ratcheting. These are great. Definitely recommend them. And they were, I don't know, $15 at the time. Down here, I keep an extra M12 battery for the drill. And my favorite headlamp. This is what, the Energizer, super bright. Rechargeable, but it takes the batteries also. It brings batteries. I keep it, I'll show you. And has like the head strap, but it also comes apart. And you can snap this on your shirt. It's definitely super bright also. It's the best. I get usually, I don't know, 2 hours, 2-3 hours of runtime, but it brings batteries. So definitely recommend that. Down here, I just keep smaller 5/16 and 1/4 inch bit, and I keep taps. There's like these little pockets over here, and I keep the usual 632, 832, 1032, and quarter 20 is the biggest one I use. Tap, and keep some extra paddle bits, put on drill, make a quick hole. Down here is just filled with just extra bits, drill bits. Everything is impact ready. Longer, you know, Phillips. Everything fits well. It is a tight fit, but over here I carry this Klein small pouch of just wire nuts. In the bottom I keep some green screws and usually just wire nuts for those service coils. And then there's this pouch right here. That I keep my plug tester, GFI tester, a 7/16 impact ready socket with no driver. This is more for mounting TVs. A little bit for those what they call the eyelid screws for drop zones. Keep a step bit, impact ready. Oh, these are the batteries that I keep for that light. Tape it up, and I just keep a vast. This is another insulated number 1 Phillips that I never use, so I just keep it here. And extra taps. They break. Pencil sharpener, taps. 1/4 inch to 3/8 adapter. You want a little socket on your drill. More step bits, more taps. More taps, more bits. This is for drilling through tiles. Impact ready. Charger for the light. More taps. I like taps. More taps. Usually when one tap breaks, I will buy a kit. And usually I'm buying the Nico on Amazon. The Nico tap. They're affordable and they last pretty well, pretty long. And the Greenleaf probably make the best. Klein's also good, but they're expensive. And unless you're drilling through, you're tapping through like, you know, stainless steel, they're not really needed, in my opinion. But this is my everyday bag, my 99% bag. It does everything, you know, from commercial to residential to the service call to, you know, troubleshooting a circuit. It's not everything, obviously. That's why I have that back, you know, that one stuff that I will show off. Just missing a few things I want to replace and want to add. And then I will show off this too. This is my low volt bag. I don't do much low volt. I'm not much of a data guy, but just, you know, typical home Cat 6s and RG6 and, you know, terminating, you know, So that's my setup. And this bag is legit. Small, compact. I love it. Almost sold it. And I'm so happy I didn't, because this is perfect for me. Minimal, compact, but has everything I need. All right, guys.